In the last lecture, we have started with integrated rate law expressions. So the basic objectives are, we need to get the concentration of A with respect to time, the rate as a function of time. Once we know these two, we can easily plot the graphs. Okay. In Kalava, we need to know what is the time of completion for a given order reaction, what is the half-life. And we are interested in the expression of for the concentration of A in terms of X, where X is the amount that got reacted. Zero order reaction के लिए we got the expression as AT is equals to A naught minus KT. Kindly observe all the expression. For zero order reaction, it is AT is equals to A naught minus KT. For first order reaction, इस वाले place में you need to apply ln. ln AT is equals to ln A naught minus KT. For second order reaction, this has to be 1 upon 1 by AT is equals to 1 by A naught, but ये वाला portion पर positive आ जाएगा. It is 1 by AT is equals to 1 by A naught plus KT. If you know this expression, बाकी सब expressions you can derive them. Rate is nothing but dA by minus dA by dt. So इसका differentiation कर लिया तो you will get the rate. Or rate is equals to K into concentration of A, K into concentration of A par 0. So A is par 0 is nothing but K. For first order reaction, it will be K into concentration of A par 1. So ये expression substitute कर लेना. For second order reaction, it will be K into concentration of A par 2. So जो concentration of A आएगा, उसका square करके उसका substitute कर लेना. So you will get the rates. Okay. ठीक है. So once you get the expression for A as well as rate, you can plot the graphs. So this particular graph AT versus T draw कर रहे तो AT is on the y axis, T is on the x axis. So this is the graph like y equal to mx plus c, where the slope is minus k. As k is a positive value, minus k मतलब slope negative हो गया overall. Okay, and this is the x intercept. X intercept या y intercept? This is the y intercept. A naught is the y intercept. Y is equals to mx plus c, where c is called the y intercept. Y intercept मतलब y axis के ऊपर कहाँ पे वो जो line touch कर रहे हैं, intercept कर रहे हैं. So the intercept is a naught and the slope is minus k, and x intercept. X intercept मतलब put y is equals to 0. If you are putting y is equals to 0, you will get t is equals to a naught upon k. So x axis के ऊपर it is touching at a point of a naught upon k. तो graphs plot करने के लिए graphs के लिए बाद में आते हैं. उससे पहले time of completion. For time of completion, AT will be is equals to 0. So T infinity or time of completion is A naught upon K. Half life is AT will be equal to A naught upon 2. जिनका half life आया हमें A naught upon 2K. इन दोनों के बीच में relation देखा तो 2 times half life is nothing but T infinity or time of completion. So for a zero order reaction, I can say after 2 half lives, the reaction will go to completion. Okay, ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? The rate for a zero order reaction is constant. So पहला आधा होने के लिए टाइम A naught upon K लगा तो दूसरा आधा के लिए भी उतना ही टाइम लगेगा, because the rate is constant. Okay. So A naught upon 2K plus A naught upon 2K is nothing but A naught upon K. Okay. उसके बाद हमने expression in terms of x ये सब लिखा. Graphs plot करने के लिए we need to plot the graph of rate versus time. Rate is a constant, so it will be a straight line. The value of rate is not changing. एक point तक ही रहेगा time of completion तक ही, उसके बाद rate will be 0 because the reaction has stopped. AT versus T के लिए y is equals to mx plus c. This will be the line. I hope this graph is clear. इस ग्राफ में अभी भी कुछ डाउट है तो सब बताओ मुझे. y equal to mx plus c straight line ग्राफ है. मैथमेटिक्स 10th क्लास में भी पढ़ा होगा आप लोग का. How to draw a straight line. You need to know 2 points to draw a straight line. The 2 points are the point on the x-axis and the point on the y-axis. So if you want to know the point on the x-axis, you need to put the value of y as 0. So 80 0 put कर लिया तो x-axis के ऊपर point आ जाएगा. If you put x as 0, मतलब time 0 put कर लिया तो you will get y-axis के ऊपर point. तो ये दो पॉइंट्स को ज्वाइन करते हुए जो भी लाइन है दैट इज द ग्राफ पर AT is equals to A0 minus KT whose slope is minus K. फर्स्ट ऑर्डर रिएक्शंस के लिए हमारे पास एक्सप्रेशन आया है ln AT is equals to ln A0 minus KT. This is logarithmic form 1. If we are writing it as K is equals to 2.303 upon T log A0 upon AT, this is logarithmic form 2. You can have an exponential form of it, which is AT is equals to A0 into e power minus KT. So ये तीन expressions में कोई भी expression आप लोग को use हो सकता है. Remember all the three. And this particular expression is in general used for radioactive reactions, radioactive decay. Okay, इनमें graphs plot करने के लिए we are first plotting the graph for ln AT versus T. This is again a straight line. ln AT y axis में लिया तो this will be y is equals to mx plus c. Y intercept is ln A0. X intercept is ln A0 upon k. दो पॉइंट्स दिया है, दोनों को ज्वाइन कर लो. whose slope is again minus k. So ये ग्राफ भी दिया है तो आप लोग को you can find the rate constant k by finding the slope. If you want to draw the graph of AT versus T, उसके लिए एक्सप्रेशन है हमारे पास AT is equals to A0 into e power minus KT. AT is equals to A0 into e power minus KT. Okay, so which is an exponentially decreasing function. This particular graph will touch the x-axis at infinite point. मतलब वो time when the time tends to infinity, then only AT will tends to 0. If the time tends to infinity, then only AT will tends to 0. इसलिए जो particular graph है infinite पर जाके touch करेगा. Okay, y intercept जो है for that T must be equals to 0. If T is equals to 0, AT is equals to A0. Rate is nothing but K into concentration of AT. We know that AT is equals to A0 into e power minus KT. So rate versus T plot कर रहे तो it is again the nature of the curve will remain the same. But यहाँ पे जो point इधर जो value A0 था इधर K times A0 आया. Okay. उसके बाद इनके बाद half life. The important point about the half life of first order is it is a constant and it is irrespective of the initial concentration. The T half is 0.693 upon K or ln2 upon K. So if you are taking a concentration of 1, उसका आधा होने के लिए T half लगा तो इससे आधा होने के लिए because as it is independent of concentration, ये वाला कोई भी concentration लो हमेशा T half same value रहेगा. So इससे आधा होने के लिए और एक T half लगेगा, इससे आधा होने के लिए और एक T half लगेगा, so on so forth. Time of completion, it is taken as infinity. Only at infinite time AT will be equals to 0. Second order reaction के लिए हमको we are only interested in the expressions. 1 by AT is equals to 1 by A0 plus KT, and we are interested in half life and full life. Time of completion is infinity. Half life is 1 by A0 times K. If you are observing different half lives, half-life of zero order reaction is directly proportional to initial concentration. Half-life of first order reaction is independent of initial concentration. Half-life of second order reaction is inversely proportional to initial concentration. Or else I can say by general observation, T half is proportional to initial concentration per 1 minus n. ये important है. So if it is a zero order reaction, T half upon A0 must be a constant. If it is a first order reaction, T half itself must be a constant. If it is a second order reaction, T half into A0 must be a constant. इसके ऊपर एक basic question भी देखा हमने. Then we have seen another basic question. आज कुछ questions करते हैं. Then we go to next concept. All of you please look at the question and solve it. Two parts है. A. K for a first order reaction. They need not mention that as first order. By looking at the units of K, you need to predict the order of the reaction. K for a first order reaction is 60 second inverse. How much time will it take to reduce the initial concentration of the reactant, initial concentration of the reactant to its 1/16th value, to its 1/16th value. वो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना. Meanwhile, I will write the next question. Tell me the answer for A part. How much time will it take to reduce the initial concentration of the reactant to its 1/16th value?
0.046.
0.1 second.
4.6 into 10 power minus 2.
4.6 into 10
0.1.
raised to minus 2. 4.6 into 10 raised to minus 2 is the right answer, or 0.046 seconds.
हाँ.
सभी लोग को आया क्या सेम आंसर? They are given you K. If they have given you K, can you find? This question can be done in two different ways. दोनों देखते हैं. 0.046 is the right answer. एक मिनट. Okay. what is the expression for K time and the concentrations? K is equal to
1 by T
2.303 upon T log A naught upon
80.
80.
They are saying that the final concentration is 1/16 of the initial value. So 80 का value क्या होना चाहिए? It is 1/16 times A naught. They have given you the value of K, which is 60 equal to 2.303 upon T log A naught upon 80 is now 1/16 times A naught. A naught cancel हो जाएगा, which is equal to 2.303 upon T log 16. So T क्या हो गया? T is 2.303 divided by 60 into log 16 is you can write that as 4 square 2 log 4, or else it is 2 power 4 na. 2 power 4 is 16. So this is 4 log 2,
हाँ.
which is 2.303 upon 60 into 4 into log 2 is 0.3. If you solve this, you will get the value as 0.046 seconds. You can either do this or देखो, if you are having A naught amount, A naught से A naught upon 2 होने के लिए टाइम कितना लगेगा? एक T half.
1.15.
So A naught upon 2 से A naught upon 4 होने के लिए you will take another T half. A naught upon 4 से A naught upon 8 होने के लिए और एक T half. A naught upon 8 से A naught upon 16 होने के लिए और एक T half. So the total time taken कितना आया?
40 half.
4 times T half. What is the expression for T half? T half is 0.693 upon K. This implies time taken equals to 4 into 0.693 upon 60. यही है ना? इसका वैल्यू फाइंड करो. This is also equal to 0.046 seconds. Either you can use this expression or you can use the logic of T half of first order reaction. अगर ये जो फ्रैक्शन दिया है exactly T half के multiples में है तो directly use this, or else you need to substitute this. Suppose if they are asking you what will be the time taken to reach 1/15th of the initial concentration, तब definitely यही use करना पड़ेगा हमको. इससे नहीं आएगा वो. समझ में आ रही है बात? ओके, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. ये वाला क्वेश्चन. ओके, ओके, 32. Good. Next question. Sucrose decomposes in acid solution into glucose and fructose according to the first order rate law with T half is equals to 3 hours. What fraction of the sample remains after 9 hours? नाइन आवर्स मतलब कितना टी हाफ हुआ? 3 टी हाफ. सो 3 टी हाफ के बाद कितना बचता है? 1/8 of A naught. Good. Good. बस उतना ही. 9 hours is nothing but 3 times of T half. Therefore, amount left will be equals to A naught upon 8. Either ऐसा कर सकते हो or you can use K is equals to 2.303 upon T log A naught upon 80. A naught upon 80 का वैल्यू चाहिए हमें. K अभी भी कितना है इसके लिए? k इसमें दिया नहीं है, ऊपर वाला k और ये वाला क्वेश्चन अलग अलग है ना, so this will be k is ln2 upon t half. So you can substitute ln2 upon 3 is equals to 2.303 upon time, they are saying that 9 hours, log a naught upon 80 this implies this is 3 times 3 into 2.303 log 2 is equals to 2.303 log a naught upon 80. 2.303 cancel हो गया, log 2 is log 2 power 3, log 8 is equals to log a naught upon 80 or a naught upon 80 is equals to 8 or 80 is equals to a naught upon 8. Either you can use the derived formula or you can use the logic. This logic will be valid if and only if the given time is a multiple of t half. If it is not a multiple of t half, आप लोग को conventional method से ही करना पड़ेगा. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the time required for the completion of the reaction which is first order? First order के लिए time of completion कितना है?
Infinite.
Infinite. ठीक है, infinite है ना? So usually जो भी first order reaction होता है, we say that the reaction is completed if 99.9% of the reactant is consumed. क्योंकि 100% consume होने के लिए infinite time तो लगेगा. So in order to have an approximate answer, we say that time of completion for any general reaction as the time taken to complete 99.9% of the reaction. Okay. So 99.9% complete होने के लिए time कितना लगेगा वो आप लोग का भी फाइंड करना है for a first order reaction. और else वो क्वेश्चन जैसा दे रहा हूँ, एक मिनट. Write this question. Show that pants show that in the case of a first order reaction, the time required for 99.9% of the reaction to take place is almost about 10 times that required for half the reaction. मतलब क्या है? They are saying that if you want to complete 99.9% of the reaction, the time required will be 10 times t half. ये हम एक रिजल्ट जैसा याद रखेंगे. Now for this particular question we will be deriving it. ये derive करने के बाद we will be remembering this as a result. If they are asking for time of completion for a first order reaction, वो infinite ठीक है, but 99.9% खत्म होने के लिए the time required is 10 times t half. सॉल्व करो ये। ट्राई टू प्रूव दिस। 99.9% रिएक्शन कंप्लीट होने के लिए 10 टाइम्स टी हाफ लगेगा। अगर 99.9% रिएक्टेंट कंज्यूम हो गया तो व्हाट विल बी द वैल्यू ऑफ 80?
सर हो गया
0.1% will be 0.1 percentage of A naught. मतलब it will be 0.1 upon 100 times A naught, or it is 10 power minus 3 A naught. Okay. Substitute the formula K is equals to 2.303 upon T log A naught upon AT. This implies T is equals to 2.303 upon K is 0.693 upon T half
हाँ
into log A naught divided by 10 power minus 3 times of A naught, which is equals to T is equals to T half into 2.303. 10 power minus 3 ऊपर गया तो it will be 10 power 3 ना, so into 3 हो जाएगा 3 log 10 divided by 0.693, which is equal to T half into 6.909 हो जाएगा ये divided by 0.693. This is almost equal to 10 times ना. Okay, not exactly equal to 10 times, it is almost equal to 10 times. So T क्या हो गया? It is 10 times, approximately 10 times T half. So in case in the options time of completion में if they are not giving you infinite, then the answer will be 10 times T half. Okay.
हाँ सर
Okay. ठीक है. Remember this as a result. Next question. A first order reaction has K equal to 5.5 into 10 power minus 14 second inverse. Find half-life. बोल दो जल्दी. Ending तक solve करना. Do the calculation part. Most of the students are not giving the test.
(12.6 into 10 raised to minus 16).
12.6 into
10 raised to minus 16.
माइनस या प्लस में आएगा देखो एक बार.
0.6 into 10 to the power 12.
12.
Yeah,
12.
1.6 into 10 power 12. माइनस में नहीं आएगा.
Sorry, sir.
Equals to 0.693 upon t half, or t half is 0.693 upon k, which is equals to 0.693 divided by 5.5 into 10 raised to minus 14. 1.26 into 10 power 13 seconds. This must be the answer. Direct formula application. Next question. B part. The half-life for radioactive decay. Radioactive decay of carbon-14 isotope is 5730 years. An archaeological artifact containing wood had only 80% of the C14 found in a living tree. Found in a living tree. Estimate the age of sample. Estimate the age of sample. Try to understand the question. Before solving the question, please anyone explain me how to solve. Question में क्या दिया है वो समझाओ.
सर कौन सा ऑर्डर रिएक्शन लेना है?
All radioactive reactions are first order reactions. Already मैंने बताया आप लोग को.
सर वो हमको कार्बन 14 डीके होने के लिए टाइम दिया है और
देखो एक्चुअल में क्या होता है, if you are having a living plant, the ratio of C12 to C14 will be a constant. मतलब उस living plant के अंदर वो जो C14 का amount जो होता है, it will always be a constant. Even though that C14 is decaying, it will be regenerated. कैसे regenerate होगा? Based on that photosynthesis and all. Okay. So in the living plant, the C14 amount will always be a constant. Once the plant is dead, there won't be any process of photosynthesis. I hope this is true. यही होगा ना biology students? हाँ, maybe okay. So if there is no photosynthesis, so जो C14 का amount जो है वो plant के अंदर regenerate नहीं हो रहा है. So अभी जो C14 amount पहले रहा होगा, it is decaying. और decay होने की वजह से क्या होता जाएगा? The amount of C14 will be decreased. So you need to estimate the age of that particular wood. वो कब मरा है? Okay. That is done based on this particular C14 estimation. अभी 80% ही है when compared to the living plant. मतलब 20% decay हो चुका है. So 20% decay होने के लिए कितना टाइम लगेगा फाइंड कर लो. वो 20% कंज्यूम होने के लिए टाइम कितना लगेगा फाइंड कर लेना. That will be the answer. That will be the age of the sample. This particular method is used for estimating the age of the fossils. Even in inside human body, the C14 is to C12 it will be maintained. Respiration के वजह से इन सब के वजह से वो जो C14 का अमाउंट है वो कांस्टेंट रहेगा.
हाँ सर.
Okay, so please solve this. You can tell me the answer in terms of years only. What is the expression you need to use?
K is equals to 2.303 upon
Exactly. K is equals to 2.303 upon T log A0 upon AT. What is the value of AT? AT is equals to only 80% of C14 is left, right? So AT will be equals to 0.8 times A0. हाँ आशुतोष बोलो.
189 years आता है.
Sorry.
189 years आता है क्या?
189 years आता है क्या? ठीक है देखेंगे. So AT is equals to 0.8 times of A0. So substitute करो. T is equals to 2.303 divided by 0.693 upon T half 5730. K is 0.693 upon T half na. Log A0 upon 0.8 times of A0. So answer is 5730 into 2.303 upon 0.693 log, it is 10 upon 8. 10 upon 8 is 5 upon 4. Solve this and tell me the answer. आशुतोष तूने जो किया है वो गलत है. इतना कम नहीं आएगा.
1850.
Yeah, it can be.
One 712.
1910.
हाँ सब लोग डिफरेंट आंसर्स बता रहे हैं.
हाँ सर पॉइंट डिफरेंस आ रहा था. 1882 आता है.
1845. I think 1845 is the right answer.
1882 है.
Calculator में किया तो you will get almost equal to 1845.4 years. Okay, clear है?
हाँ सर.
Okay, shall I go to next part then? ये वाला समझा ना? This is the most common question. they will give you something and they will ask you what is the age of the sample. Just understand the question, क्या क्या put करना है सोच लो, and you will get the answer. All radioactive reactions are first order reactions. Okay.
हाँ sir.
Okay. Give me 2 minutes. Okay. Let's go to next section. Let us see some examples for various order reactions. Examples of zero order reaction. The decomposition of HI, on a metal surface, on a heated metal surface, comes under the category of zero order reaction. मतलब क्या है, वह जो HI है, it decomposes into H2 and I2 gas, or the decomposition of NH3 on a heated platinum surface, it decomposes into N2 and 3H2 gas. एक point important है, these reactions must take place at very high pressure. Both reactions are at high pressure. If you are not maintaining high pressure, the reaction may not be zero order. ऐसा क्यों है? Let us try to understand. So in the process, what happens is you have a heated metal surface. Okay, this is a metal block. और जो decomposition जो भी हो रहा है, it is happening because these particular molecules, ये जो HI molecules or NH3 molecules, these are coming in contact with this metal block, and whenever they are coming in contact with the metal block is providing energy for the decomposition. Okay, so all the molecules which are in contact with the metal block will be decomposed. If you are having very high pressure, what is meant by high pressure? High pressure is nothing but greater number of molecules. If you are having very greater number of molecules at any given instant, only those number of molecules will be decomposed which are coming in contact with the metal block. Agar high pressure hai to kya hoga? The entire metal surface will be occupied. If the entire metal surface is occupied, बचा हुआ molecules का concentration के ऊपर कुछ depend नहीं होगा ना. At any instant, the rate will be constant. The rate is constant at a given instant because the entire metal surface will be occupied by a constant number of molecules. If the pressure is not high, the entire metal surface may not be occupied. In that case, jitna surface occupy hota hai, in that case, the surface that is being occupied, the rate will be depending on that particular amount. समझ में आ रही है वाला बात? Hello?
हाँ सर.
sir.
At I'm saying that at high pressures, the entire surface will be occupied by the molecules. So the rate will become independent of the concentration. So एक बार वो surface occupy होने के बाद आप लोग जितना भी molecules डालो, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Or else the rate is becoming independent of the concentration. Hence it is coming under zero order reaction. If the pressure is not high, in that case, the rate may not be independent of concentration. The rate can be increased with the increase in concentration if the surface is not completely occupied. Surface completely occupied नहीं हुआ तो जितना भी आप molecules डाल रहे हैं उसके अंदर वो surface occupy होता जाएगा, so rate बढ़ता जाएगा. Okay, so the important condition for this particular reaction to become zero order is the reaction must happen at very high pressures. I hope this is clear. So इसके अंदर जो molecules दे रहा हूँ, there has to be high pressure. This metal block provides energy to Hi and causes dissociation of Hi. और एक पॉइंट लिख सकता हूँ, at high pressure dissociation only depends on surface area of the metal as the number of moles striking in any instant is constant. Clear है? These two examples are very important examples. Directly आपको exam में पूछा जाता है. Which of the following is an example for zero order reaction? All these examples which I am giving are part of NCERT textbook. So ये examples तो आप लोग को याद रखना ही है. Because order is experimentally obtained. So without giving any experiment, if they are asking you what is the order of this particular reaction, वो already textbook में है, part है. So you need to understand or you need to remember those things. I hope this is clear.
सर
Yeah.
सर वो मेटल ब्लॉक किस टाइप की एनर्जी देता है HI को?
Heat energy.
अच्छा हीट.
It is a heated surface, heated metal block. Delta.
Okay.
Okay. Let us see examples of first order reactions. All radioactive reactions are first order reactions. Decomposition of N2O5. Decomposition of N2O5 to give you NO2 and O2. This also follows first order kinetics. Important है, याद रखना. Decomposition of H2O2. अभी आप लोग हाइड्रोजन के चैप्टर पढ़ा होगा. Decomposition of H2O2 to give you H2O and O2. This also follows first order kinetics. Decomposition of sulfuryl chloride SO2Cl2. कहीं पे देखा है हमने SO2Cl2? SO2Cl2 कहीं पे देखा है क्या ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री में? एनीवन है क्या लोग? ओके. Where have we seen sulfuryl chloride? For the preparation of alkyl halides from alkanes. अच्छा, अभी देखा नहीं लग रहा है. Okay, we will be seeing that in alkyl halides chapter. Sorry. SO2Cl2 is sulfuryl chloride. Dehydrohalogenation to give you alkene CH2 double bond CH2. This also follows first order kinetics. This particular mechanism we will be seeing in the next chapter. Dehydrohalogenation to give you an alkene. Dehydrohalogenation matlab removal of a hydrogen and a halogen. Okay. CH3 COO C2H5 ester. Hydrolysis of ester to give you carboxylic acid CH3COH and alcohol C2H5OH. This also follows first order kinetics. Out of all these examples, ये वाला very very important H2O2 का भी. और जो लास्ट बट वन डिहाइड्रोहैलोजिनेशन तो उसका मैकेनिज्म तो हम देख लेंगे और फर्स्ट ऑर्डर काइनेटिक्स करके समझ में आ ही जाएगा. बचा हुआ SO2Cl2 decomposition to SO2 and Cl2. It is also first order reaction. This particular reaction, the last reaction which I have written, it is called as hydrolysis of ester. और एक reaction है which is called as inversion of cane sugar C12H22O11 on hydrolysis in the presence of acidic medium. It will give you a molecule of glucose and a molecule of fructose. Okay. This is called as cane sugar, and the reaction is called as inversion of cane sugar. So these are some important examples for first order reaction. You need to remember all the examples. You need to remember the examples for zero order and first order. There are no examples for second order, don't worry. Okay.
हाँ
Is this clear?
हाँ सर.
हाँ सर.
Yes, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. We will continue in the next lecture. Next जो part है, it will take 1 hour of time. बीच में छोड़ने के लिए मैं सोच रहा हूँ. We will continue in the next lecture. कल भी lecture रहेगा हमारा. यहाँ तक जो भी पढ़ा है, please go through the notes. I will give you a worksheet after tomorrow's lecture. You can go through that particular worksheet.